Guys, it's Islip here. Today I was going to do a review on the Perfect Effect, what is it, PE01R and PE01F, but I ran into a bit of a snag. You can see this guy right here is half transformed and his arm is sticking out. The reason his arm is out like that is because while I was trying to transform him, the post for this arm for the ball joint snapped right off. Now I had kind of remembered there was some kind of issue with the fragility of these, but see what happened was this guy's one of his arms were the posts for whatever reason was pointing sort of in an upward diagonal instead of straight, which was giving me problems putting his gun packs on to transform him into a gun. So I've crazy glued him and it's been sitting for a while, so it looks like the crazy glue worked, thank God, but yeah, for what I paid for these guys, I shouldn't have that kind of an issue. I know they're not toys, they're collector's items, but I was just transforming him into his regular mode, and that shouldn't into his gun mode, and I should not have had to have pieces not working and then snapping off. And there's stress marks all over the place. I don't know if let's see. I don't know if you can see. There's a little stress mark over there, stress mark over here, and it's the same on this guy over here, except that one is on the. Nope. You know that's not stress marks. You know what that is? That's plastic that hasn't clipped off right. Never mind. Forget about that. But this guy does have stress marks. If you look at where. Right in there, you can see that's already started stressing, and and you can see it's not straight, it's bent. This guy doesn't seem to have that issue, thankfully. You know what? So while I'm here, I might as well just get along and do it. So, all right, everybody. Bad way to start the review, I know, but we're going to start it anyway because I don't have a lot of time to do this. So. Let's get on with the review. And there they are. I'll just have to edit this a little bit. So here's my review and update. I guess the update came before the review, which is it really an update then? I don't know if it's an update, a foreshadowing, forewarning. So, yep, so there we are. So, here we have them looking in different directions. Let's fix that. Hopefully you can see that, because it looks like it's a little shadowed in my viewfinder. But there we have the Perfect Effect Frenzy and Rumble. And now a lot of people are like, no, that's not Frenzy, that's Rumble, and that's not Rumble, it's Frenzy. Well, you know what? According to the G1 cartoon, you're right. But according to the G1 toys, and according to Perfect Effect, let's see. Here we have the Perfect Effect box, the first one for the blue guy. It says PE01F. Now, unless you know a word that means blue in some other language that starts with an F, that's going to be Frenzy. Now, this one says PE01R. Now, R could stand for red or rouge or whatever in different languages, but I'm going to go with Rumble since this one has an F, and I can't think of any word that starts with F that means blue. Except maybe freezing, frozen, which doesn't make any sense. So, there. So we've got these guys, and they're nice little homages to, and they're really nicely and neatly engineered. When I took this guy out, I had a sort of a nostalgic feeling for the old watch robots. They were blue. You just kind of turned the head sideways and folded it into a little square and then put it on your wrist, and it was a watch. So we'll bring him up. Let's see if we can get any good see the the details. I mean, that's pretty nice considering how tiny these guys. I mean, these guys are really tiny. These guys are smaller than Legend class. For those of you who do not know, let's see. Do I have any Legend size figures? I have here. I have a Target Roid, and you can see how much bigger the Target Roid is. And Target Roid stands about the same height as a Cyberverse Commander, so you can see, pretty big. They're pretty small, whatever. And give me one more second. So I meant to have these guys out, and I forgot to do it. Because I didn't forget. I just didn't think I was doing the review right now. So, okay, come on out. Here. Away. Here we go. I love my Cassetticons. I do. I originally got these guys actually to go with the Cybertron mode Soundwave from. Oh, that's not good. There we go. Cybertron Soundwave from the War for Cybertron game or Generations, whatever. So here we have original Rumble, and give me a second and I'll have original Frenzy there. Yeah, I can hear it now. No, you've got it backwards. No, I don't. All right, you do your thing, I'm gonna do mine, okay? Frenzy is blue according to the toy. The toys, which are owned by Takara Tomy. The toys, which when got reissued, has Frenzy as blue and Rumble as red, the way he was in G1. Alright, so now if I decided, if these were actually made after, these were made to represent the cartoon characters, then yeah, I'd be going Frenzy and Rumble, because that's how they were on the cartoon. It was wrong, but that's how they did it. And there you can see so I have to slide my camera back because I have the zoom mode in, so I didn't have to put the camera, whatever. Anyway, so you can see that they're actually smaller than their let's try it again. Smaller than their Cassetticon counterparts. I need to get some Decepticon stickers on these two. And you'll notice Wheeljack is not doing this. Again, Wheeljack did not want to partake in a review of Decepticons, even fake Decepticons. He's done with that. He is not going to do it. That, and he doesn't know that I'm doing this. So shh, don't tell him I'm doing it. I don't want another cerebral shell in my head. So here is the reissue of the G1. Fairly nice. I love these guys. Here is the, whoops, too much shadow. The remake guy, and some of the colors are a little switched. Like this part should have been black. It's black on his back for some reason, but that should have been black, and that's about the only real issue. He's got the gold accents, just like this guy has. Got the gold accents, pretty nice. He doesn't have as much detail on his chest as the other guy does, but he's still pretty darn nice. He's even got the things are black here. I hope that's coming out good, because I can't really tell. Whereas they're chromed out here, that's not a big issue to me. I actually like the black. The chrome is nice, but I like the black. I like black and red. It says like Black Widow, Danger, Venomous. And here we have, let's go with this guy. The Cassetticon original. This way nobody gets mad at me. And he's got gold accents. I always thought those were silver. I don't know why. Maybe it was because I kept getting the knockoffs. But and you can see his reveal the shield thing is already revealed. It's because it's like 80-something degrees in here. It is... I know, it's only 77. Well, because I'm doing this in the sun. So you can see he's pretty nice. Details there and stuff. And again, he's lacking in some of the molded in details, but he's got enough to evoke. And he's got like the gold here, gold there. So it's pretty nice. I like it a lot. The only issue I have with these guys is that one of them snapped. So let's see. All right, so they come with extra weapons. This is where they differ from their Cassetacon original counterparts. Each one of them comes with this little thing here, which becomes a handgun. Apparently, one of them used a gun like this in one of the episodes. I don't remember that one, but you can see it fits in the hand. It looks like a blow dryer, so if you don't want to put it in his hand, you can always take it, and there's this, there's this little peg right here. Let's see if I can get it to focus. There we go. Right there, that little peg, you can take that and you can wedge it into that spot right there. And there, it's on there pretty securely. I mean, it'll come out if you touch it, but it's on there. I think that's where it was supposed to go. I'm pretty sure. So, yeah. It doesn't go in any farther. It's not an actual hole. It's just sort of a decoration. Before I forget, ball jointed arms. Rotate at the elbows and bends. The head actually moves. If I can do this without it being in the shadow. Sorry about that, guys. The sun moved. So let's move this forward. So this way, there we go. So his head does move. Oh, sorry, now that's my hand. His head does rotate. He looks down due to transformation. He kind of looks down. He also looks up, also because of transformation, because of, legs, ball joint. He's actually got a waist thing, but you can see he's not, like, it looks like it's splitting there. It's not, but it looks like it. And it's on a ball joint. It rotates due to transformation. So you can get some pretty cool poses out of him if you dare. You can also take these off his back and peg them into his hand, should you please. And it's a tight fit. So should you please, you can do that. And then you can take these, which are pretty nice, looking like, Gatling guns or whatever. You can take these and you can, there are slots in, sorry, I'm losing, okay, there we go. See if that helps. There you go. See the slot right above the, right in the forearm right there? You just take this and you peg it into that hole. Peg it into the hole right there. And there, now you've got basically a pile driver. It actually looks pretty cool. His arm doesn't transform into the pile driver, it just holds it, but that actually looks pretty good and makes a little more sense because his arm didn't have enough bits to actually do that. So you can have pile driver mode, and with all the added articulation, you can actually, should you be able to get everything to stay where it's supposed to stay, get him to look like he's pounding the ground with the pile drivers. You can do the same with this guy, but I'm not going to because I don't feel like it. So now the other thing you can do, let's move that over. The other thing you can do is you can take the weapons off his back and take this and open it up and let's see, take one of these gun weapon things and just slide it in there and then close it and then do the same for the other one. You open it. I'm not used to doing this without my tripod. I got to get a new one. Stick that in there and close it, and just take them and peg them together. See, take them, peg them together like that, and then take these 2 pegs right here, 2 pegs right there. Okay, let's move you out of the way because I need the white. And then peg them into the back, and there we go. And now he has storage for his weapons. Everything can get stored now. I wonder if that's gonna peg in there. No. Okay. All right. Just peg that in there. And now he's got storage for all his weapons in case he doesn't want to have them. So let's close in a little bit. Sure, it does look a little dark. I hope it lightens up on the whatchamacallit, because I don't understand. But yeah, you got the, and his gun. Well, I was gonna say his gun holds better, but it doesn't. So that's that for that mode. So let's get them both out here again. Just pull back. And we'll get a 4-shot of all of them together. And why not? Let's throw Megatron into the mix, or Mega Shoten, sorry. So it's a nice little set. It's a nice little set. I'll get to my thoughts about whether or not it's worth buying later on. So let's mount this back up on here. Sorry, this is running a little long. I just want to make sure I know some of my videos run a little long. I'm very long-winded, and I like to try to get in everything I can. So just move you out of the way. And now I saw online somebody had sort of a unofficial, what do you call it? Like a cassette mode for these guys. Give me a second. I'm gonna pause it and I'm gonna see if I can find that. Hold on. All right, so this is basically the cassette mode, sort of. I mean, as you can see, it doesn't quite work. It was a nice try, but and then you turn it around, and actually it looks like basically what you do when you're trying to get a boombox out of Soundwave. So it doesn't work, but it's there. It's there if you desperately want to try to do that. So now I'm going to go ahead and try to transform this guy into gun mode without breaking him. So let's see, now what do? First thing you do is you take the head and you rotate it so he's facing backwards. And then you push it down, and when you push it down, it will push up that peg there. Put the feet up like that. You fold right up. Clip his legs together. Rotate him at the waist. Take the feet and just bend them over like that. Then you take the arms and you straighten them out along the side. That's pretty much it. Now, you take, with or without the guns in them, I like to put the guns in them because I don't like having extra pieces lying around. You take these and, well, you would clip them together, and then you could just, you clip them together like this, and then you would slide them on here. Or is it like this? Well, you'll see in a minute. And that's the part where the arms started, because they weren't molded in right, they started, well, that's where they broke. So then you take these guys and you take the little guns and you clip them in here. You don't have to, but I like to because, again, don't like having extra pieces around. Give me a second. There's the joint. Okay. again, split open, push that in there, and there's some nice detail in there actually. If you open it up and you look, if I can get it out of the shadows, right there, you can see it. Whoops. And I'm really having an issue with these shadows. Let's move the camera all the way over here. Alright, so then you take these guys and you go ahead and clip them together down there. Right down there. Just kind of slide it in. And then you take it with the pegs like this, facing... I guess it doesn't really matter, but you take it and then these are supposed to slide over his shoulders. So make sure you got these like that, and you take it and you carefully push them in. And you know what, let's stand that up first. There we go. So now they're in, and you can see how scary that was. So they're in. So it would basically, what you should have done was you should have started, and then you'd ended up with the robot like this, and then you would just flip these over. And there you go. Now, whoops, nope. Okay, come on. There's little pegs at the end of the feet, the legs, that peg into some holes here. At least it looks like it, so that's what I'm going to do. And there we go. Alright, and there you go with him in his target master gun mode, whatever. And now you can see there's a peg under here. You can slide that into the pegs on the side of City Commander, but for most robots that'd be a little too narrow. So what you do is you take the gun and you would put it under here like this. Wait, am I doing this right? Like this, or is it like this? Give me a second. I can figure this out. Okay. You take it, well, it's supposed to go on like that. So now you have an extra peg for, you know, other robots to hold. Let me see if I can find a robot quickly. Alright. He's gonna hate me for this, but alright, come here. No, come here.
No, I don't want to do it.
I said come here.
No, you can't make me do it. No, I don't want to.
Look, just for a minute, I just need you for 1 second.
Why me?
Because you're really easy to find.
I don't want it. Don't do it. I don't want to do it. Bastard. Hey, folks, apparently iSlip wants me to, help demonstrate something. I mean, Wheeljack, just remember, it's not a real con. I know, but he's supposed to be a con. That's, I'm gonna get you later. I'm gonna get a special cerebral shell. Just for you. You're not gonna like it.
Anyway, like I was saying, you can take any bot with a, I guess what is it, a 5mm, 3mm clip? I don't know, one of those peg holes. And you would just take him and slide it in the hole, and there. Now he can be wielded by pretty much anyone. And yeah, that's it. That's about it. I don't have anything more to say about the guy. It's it was the idea behind it, and for the most part the execution was sound. There was just, unfortunately, a few QC issues with these, that, like the fragility, how careful you have to be with them. And just so you've got a, here's a Cassetticon.
Hey, get that out of here.
Oh, sorry, forgot. Alright, so are we cool?
Yeah, we're cool. For now.
So anyway, so there you go. And
can you get this thing out of my hand right now, man? I mean, really, do I really need this thing in my hand?
Oh, I'm sorry, okay,
And I'll get rid of you. Sorry!
Sorry about that.
Let me get you later. I'll get you later.
Anyway, so you can, you know, you can see, and then we've got these guys, and if you wanted to, you could probably, there, look, G1, G, not 1, and they could be like, oops, stupid gun keeps coming out. And there, now he's a gun turret welled by his brother Red, because, you know, again, I'm trying to be, but there you go. Oh, you can't see it. There you go. See, and now he's a gun turret. Look at that. Blue's helping blue and red's helping red, and that's pretty much it. Now, these guys are probably going to, at some point be put back into their, what do you call it? Boxes. And yeah, when I store them, they're going to be in their boxes. But for now, they're going to be in their robot modes, you know, doing the rumble thing, because I think that's pretty cool. And no, maybe I'll just keep the blue guy out to do, because he's held together much better. The only problem I've had with the blue one so far is that his right leg likes to fall off. And there are a lot of places, like the ball joints, where the plastic, where you can see part of the sprue did not come off. They didn't. Let's see if I can get the, let's see, which one is you? You're like, if you look, come on, focus. You can see right there. That's part of the problem why this one keeps popping off, because he can't. So I'm gonna have to get something to clip that off at some point probably. But I mean, for what I've paid for this guy, for these guys, having pegs that are molded in the wrong direction, having pegs that snap off when you try to transform them, is really not cool. I mean, I paid a lot of money for these guys. Are they worth the money? They were still worth the money to me. But they're not. If I was a sane, normal, regular person, no, these guys were not worth the money. Really, they weren't. So I think the next thing I'm going to do is just go ahead and buy the upgrade kits for the G1 Cassetticons, and just have the power drivers like that. And I mean, I love these guys. I do. That's my only real gripe. And unfortunately, that's a pretty big gripe. When things are breaking, things are falling off that shouldn't be falling off, especially for what you pay for them. I mean, if you break it down, it's like $35 for one of them. $35 on such a tiny piece of plastic. To have it breaking like that, that's ridiculous. So, but seriously though, look at that. That's still pretty dang awesome. That is awesome. So, hopefully they fix a lot of these QC issues. I mean, look, you can see it's starting to stress already right there on the peg right there. But you can see that hopefully they fixed a lot of these issues on the later Warriors, because you know what? I want to get pretty much the whole set. The only one I'm not looking really to get is the King Rat Bat, or whatever, King Bat. Whatever. He looks ridiculous. He looks stupid in any mode. But I might get him after I get everything else. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's me, Islip,
And Wheeljack.
and Wheeljack, reviewing the Perfect Effect PE01R and the PE01F, the Warrior Type R and Warrior Type F. Rumble and Frenzy. So that's that. So thank you, and have a good day, have a good night. I hope you got something out of this. So should you get them? Gonna reiterate, lots of QC issues, and for what you pay, I would say it's not really worth it. But if you go ahead and get them, I mean, I love them, I do. I'd probably get them again, but you know, just be aware. There's lots of QC issues if you do pay for them. I don't think this is a worthwhile buy unless you're a really hardcore Frenzy and Rumble fan. And I just happen to be one of them. And I'm so hardcore. Frenzy's red. No, Frenzy's blue and Rumble's red. That's how hardcore I am. So, suck it.